Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to talk about top 20 countries billionaires and millionaires hide their money around the world. And then some countries is different and some don't, but then all of it, at the end of the day, all of them have everything in common, and that is secrecy. So I'm not gonna rank the countries by which one is number one and which one is number two, because if you know which one is number one and which one is number two, that means the secrecy is not there. It's a banking, secret banking is a very complex issues. It's only people that are around that world that understand it, and they don't share. In a sense, but obviously we know the countries. Like for example, all the British colony islands, like the British Virgin Island, the Cayman Island, the Bahamas, the Bermuda, they are there. So, for example, British Virgin Island is right there on top of the list, and then Switzerland, Luxembourg, I can go on and on, Singapore, Netherlands, United Arab Emirates. One thing about United Arab Emirates is that United Arab Emirates it wasn't a tax haven before. It wasn't a place people hide their money. It wasn't even on the radar until 20 years ago. Like not even up to 20 years ago, like 15 years ago. So one of the things about United Arab Emirates is the secrecy too. They have a very way of banking which is very secretive, and then also the tax, zero tax on all your money. Another country that does that, I think, is Bermuda. It's another British island. So all those British islands, forget it. So then let me continue. Japan. Japan is another place people hide money, but it's popular around Asian elites. Within Asia, people that are living around Asia. So Japan is another place they hide money. Then the one that I know of, people don't ever talk about a lot, is Jersey. Is I think is a British colony, another British island bank. So Jersey is between France and the UK. Is one of those small islands there. So they have a very good banking system. A lot of British elites hide their money there. While their counterparts all over Europe do, Switzerland, but Jersey is another place. There is a famous Nigerian dictator, Sani Abacha. When he died, most of the money, offshore money that he hid in his here, about billions of dollars, was traced to Jersey. It wouldn't have been traced. It happened because he's dead. So that's why the money was found. Other than that, I don't think anybody would have found it. So let's move on. So another place is obviously Bahamas. Bahamas is obvious. I've known about people hiding their money there, set up a company, a shell company, and then fix the money. So so Bahamas is on the list. So, and Cyprus is on the list, but when I mean Cyprus, I don't mean Turkish side of Cyprus. It's the UK side of Cyprus. There's two Cyprus, in case you guys don't know. So not the Turkish side, the UK side. So you see, all those islands, that have something to do with UK and banking. So Mauritius is another one. Mauritius haven't been on the radar until recently. Most Indian elites. Mauritius is mostly Indian elites. Indian billionaires tend to hide money in Mauritius. Yes. The same way Asians within Asia hide money in Japan. India is part of Asia as well, but somehow Indians are more, most of the banking system, the secrecy, the dealings, their top number one customers are Indians. So let's move on. Seychelles is in Africa. They're similar like Mauritius as well. So nothing much. The one that surprised me is Taiwan. I never knew Taiwan. You gotta understand that what I'm listing to you guys is 2025 list of top 20 countries. Billionaires and millionaires keep their money safe, tax free. So yeah, Taiwan. I didn't even know anything about Taiwan being where people hide money. But yeah, Taiwan made the list. Another one country that I kind of knew is South Korea. South Korea have a very secret banking system. It's very secretive, so I think that's what maybe some billionaires hide their money too. So, but there is a country that is not on this list, but it is actually people hide money there. Even now, the country is at war, but certain type of individuals hide money there. Russia, yes, people hide money in Russia, but I don't know the. Sorry guys for the yawning. So I don't know now that they are fighting Ukraine and the sanctions, but there's some circle of people, elite, that hide money in Russia, and the kind of money they hide in Russia is very questionable. But yes, Russia is top there, but I don't know why it's not on this list. But maybe I'll make a video some other time. Another country that I didn't mention here, and actually it's two countries that I didn't mention here, but they are top notch. Most Americans patronize these two countries when it comes to offshore banking. This country, all your favorite billionaires in America, if they have 200 of them lined up, all your favorite billionaires, 90% of them have an offshore, some sort of offshore banking with these two countries. And what is these two countries I'm mentioning about? They have zero tax, secretive banking system, no government interference in their banking system. No question, nothing asked. Just go through the process, and the rest is history. These two is number one is Belize. Yeah, their number one customers are Americans. Americans patronize their banking system very well. Belize, yeah. I know a celebrity that is going through trial right now, but I'm not gonna mention his name. Yeah, Belize. And then another person, another country too that I know that Americans, this one was obvious. It's not even a secret anymore. Americans have offshore banking with this country. It's Panama. Yeah. So I will not mention all these countries without mentioning Switzerland and Luxembourg. Switzerland and Luxembourg is similar, the same secretive banking operation, but in my opinion, Switzerland is more like where old money, generation money. It's not even like you are hiding money there. The money people, families that hide money in Switzerland, is like a generational, it's old school of banking. The neutrality, the reason why people, certain type of individual, bad characters, good characters hide money in Switzerland is because of not government interference. There is no country on this. Let's say if you're a bad leader in your country and you hide money in Switzerland, there is no way that country will bully Switzerland to disclose your banking, your banking details with them, So yeah, Switzerland is there. Luxembourg, the same thing with Luxembourg. Another country that I will not be surprised if you guys are surprised. Yeah, people hide money in this country, but it's done in a certain way. I've been to that country, and that country is China. People hide money in China. You hear all the time that Chinese people are taking Chinese billionaires and millionaires are taking their money out of China because of communism. Maybe they will be target of communist party. No, people hide money in China too, but it's within, as I said, the same thing with Japan, within the Asian Chinese Asian elite. So yeah, within the Asian elite. So these countries, I'm gonna post them on the screen. Those are the top 20, I think 20 country where billionaires and millionaires hide their money, protect their assets for generations. Some of them are doing it for tax, some of them are doing it for security reasons. And another thing I want to mention is that it's not only individuals that are hiding money, corporations hide their money too. They hide their, especially, I forgot to mention UK too. City of London, yeah, they have their own banking system within London. So yeah, so UK is there where people hide money. And another thing, as I said, corporations hide money too. They hide money. What is your favorite brands? Google, Apple. They are not doing it. It's not really something bad, but tax, man, tax can be a pain in the ass. So some of these companies do these things so they can stay competitive. Yeah. If I missed any country, this is on the screen. So why I'm making this video, this is an updated 2025, top 20 countries where billionaires, millionaires hide their, and big corporations hide their money in no significant order. It's no, this is, there's no number one, number two, just, this is random, but number top 20 countries. Yeah, so if you have watched up to this point, thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you